All right, I survived yesterday. I didn't do a video because I had to spend 10 hours digging myself out of a freaking red hole that you wouldn't believe. By the time the 10 hours was up, it was a few minutes before the closing bell. I finally dug myself out of hundreds and hundreds of dollars for the day in a hole and came out with a negative $3.75. So at that point, you guys, I was exhausted. $3.75 negative to me just felt like break even. And I just said, I'm done. I didn't want to look at the charts. I didn't want to talk about it, nothing. And there was so much trading that I did. It was chaos to get out of that hole that I would have needed to provide you with medication or something because you couldn't have handled it. So negative $3.75 yesterday. Let's move on to today. And I'm going to show you on the charts. I did one really bad thing in Palantir, and then I got really lucky on Tesla. So we'll definitely go over that. I traded one stock pre-market, CETX, only made 50 bucks, $51. Then, and my goal was to trade less today because I really overdid it yesterday and it was too scary being that deep red. All right, Palantir was my first one. I'm going to show you what I did. I royally screwed up. I had bought 100 shares. I saw a move that I knew I was pretty sure was going to go up, and it did. So I took an initial position of 100 shares, but pretty instantly right after that, I just said, oh my God, I know it's going. I just want to take 1,000 shares. So I added 1,000, which gave me 1,100. It shot up. I was up, I want to say about 250. I don't remember. We'll look. And I hurried and clicked sell. And of course, because I had just added 1,000 shares, my quantity button was showing 1,000. So when I hit sell, I knew in my head, oh, I still have 100 shares there. And that was fine. So I knew I had time to go up, change my quantity to 100, but the price was still going up. So I thought, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and let this ride up a little bit. In those few seconds of me watching it and going, oh, greedy, greedy, it went up a little bit. I go to hit sell and I forget to change it from 1,000 shares to 100. I hope some of you have done this before. I've done it many times. So I only had 100 shares. I sold 1,000. So you know what that means. As it was going up and I was trying to capture that last little bit of gain, it dumps on me and I'm now shorted myself 900 shares by mistake. Well, I look away from the screen because I'm thinking, yeah, I just made over $250 plus that little runner. I look back at the screen and I'm horrified because now I'm red. I'm like, what the hell? And it keeps like, it's like in a slot machine spinning, like it's getting redder and redder and redder because the price is going up and I'm short. And I said, what the hell? And I looked and I said, I'm short 900 shares. All I can think is 900. I never trade 900. That's an odd number. Well, instead of just taking action and getting out of the freaking trade, I'm analyzing it. Are you kidding me? So it's going even more red. Well, I finally realized what happened. So I get out, but it takes me a couple clicks to get out because I'm still slightly confused and I'm just thrown off. I mean, I am off now. You know how that can mentally just push you off. So that was horrible. I clawed back a little bit and I knew I was too frustrated and flustered on Palantir, so I had to go away. So I moved on to NVIDIA and then AMD. And each time I kept coming back, I'd make a little money in those and I'd come over and chip away $20 here, $20 there, you know. Anyways, at the end, I finally took a 3-hour break and came back for power hour. There was like, this is literally no power hour because of Trump's ultimatum of wanting to destroy a civilization tonight, which is horrible. There was just no one trading. Everything was quiet. It's like there's nothing was moving. So I decided to jump into Tesla. I still had to make up. I was still in a bit of a hole, just a little bit. So I traded Tesla and Intel. So I made a little bit on Intel and then I jump over to Tesla. And because there was just no volume, it wasn't moving harshly, you know, it was very few shares being traded. Instead of those $3 swings that you see in Tesla, and if you have 100 shares, you could be down 300 in a minute. It was moving like a normal stock, like nicely. So I actually traded 1,000 shares and I think I might have hit it to 2,000 and then got out real fast. And that's what bumped me up instantly to $215.76. So I got kind of lucky, I could say, on that just because Tesla just wasn't its normal self, I guess I could say. So I took advantage of that. And then that's it. So I have to count yesterday's negative $3.75 in today's video. So today was $328 $3.37 that I made, but I deduct the $3.75. So now with 2 days, I'm at $324.62. You guys, I'm just thankful. It was exhausting. The big mistake I made today, the big hole I had yesterday, I do not want to trade like that. It's not healthy. It's not fun. I only want to trade no more than 3 hours a day. So this was too much. I learned a big lesson. And thank God I pulled myself out and made some money. So let's go see what I did. It's mainly the Palantir and the Tesla that I want to show you because one was horrible and one I got kind of lucky on. All right, let's go look. Well, exhausting first day of the week. Today was a little better. So we started off with CETX. That was pre-market. I saw this pop up about 5:45. It was pretty flat right here. News popped in right here with a Navy contract. And so I was kind of hesitant because I wasn't sure. I didn't know how big the contract was. I didn't get into the news that deep. And it just said phase one contract. And so I thought, oh, maybe that's not that good. So I didn't take it super seriously. And I probably should have seen this move here. So I went over here and pulled up my daily chart. And I just marked out a couple levels. The problem is I didn't feel like I had time. It was running pretty fast. You can see these first few candles where I didn't get in. And I really didn't feel I had time to mark too many levels. So I only did the daily chart. And the problem with the daily chart, it showed a level here at 123 and the next one is at 214. That's almost $1 move, 90 cents on a $1 stock. I needed a few more levels in here. And so I just didn't have time to bring it down to like a 4-hour chart or a 1-hour chart. So this is what I had to work with. I felt I happened to get over here and I saw that this candle kind of stopped here. We reopened and we were struggling a little bit here. So I knew this level would be kind of tough to get through. So I actually looks like I took 1,100 shares here. I scaled in. I must have got in down here, 111. Oh, I did. I got in way down here. So I knew I wanted it to get to this level and I was going to get out. And I did. I pretty much got out just a few pennies under this level of 123, figuring it was just going to hold here. So my goal is always to kind of get in when it gets past this level or when it comes up and comes back and rests on the level. And then I'll take it up for the second leg. But this one, I made it right to that level. And then I wanted to wait a little bit. This was pretty strong here. And look, we had buyers right at the top of these volume bars. So I went ahead, got out here, got in and out, and then got back in and out here. But you'll notice or it looks like I scaled out. I left 100 shares and then scaled that one out. Then I get back in for 500 shares. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to capture that first move with bigger share size because there's a better chance I feel on that first move up to be correct. And then it's going to start having, look, these are smaller candles. We have some pullbacks, but that's also after a couple pullbacks, it can start to fade. So I'm just seeing what'll happen if I start taking way larger share size up front and then tapering it down. So I did this here with 1,100 shares, this in and out in this area. And then as it gets past this area, I still want to be cautious because it's 90 cents away. So when it got kind of right into here, notice how it didn't really pull back. I bet on a smaller time frame than a 1 minute, it probably looked like a pullback. And these wicks made it be a slight pullback and went sideways, which I like that move when it goes sideways and stays green. So I got in here. It still goes sideways. I hold and I get out here. But you'll notice I took 500 shares. I scaled out 300, then 200. And then I got back in for 250. So each time I was trading 1,100 here, then 500, then 250. So I'm slowly decreasing my size as it's going up because I just don't know when this is going to fail because I don't have any lines. There's no lines for me. I do have volume profile at the time that's going, and I do have these volume bars showing me the buyers versus sellers inside the candle. So I'm definitely focusing heavy on that. So that was the end of the move right here. I got out here and I got out pretty much right at the tippy top. I got out at 173 and it just went up to about 180. So that was perfect. Got out. Now it did go up to about 195 today. So I pretty much captured the whole thing. That was really good trading for me, especially with no levels. It was only $51, but I was taking small little scalps because I was kind of trading blind. So let's move on to Palantir. Palantir is the one I did horrible on. It was just awful. I overtraded. Look at this mess. This is just the morning. I mean, we're not going to go over this whole thing. I'm just going to tell you I overtraded. I was trading 200 shares, which for me, it was about 200 on average, which for me is okay. But I got myself into a little bit of a hole here. I just wasn't trading well. And you can see here 600 shares. It was just chaotic. And then let's see down here. And again, right here, somewhere in here, let me go back here. Oh, that was it, just right there. This was a really bad hole here. I think that was, oh, when I said that I had 1,000 shares, and then I think I said that I had like 1,000 shares, and then it went to 1,100 shares. That was yesterday. That was my Palantir from yesterday. I did not trade this well here, though. This was horrible. I did end up making some of it back right in here, but very bad. I had 2 bad days on Palantir, and I need to watch that because I think I've been doing really well with Palantir, and I think I might be getting too cocky with Palantir, thinking I'm some hot shot. So then I moved on to NVIDIA. I did 146 here, and I didn't trade very much, so that was good. You can see, and I was trading a lot of shorting. I was shorting a lot of this here. And I've been trying to do more shorting, as you know, just because the market has been so short. So just 150, no more than 500 shares, but really 100, it looks like 250. And I was very happy with the way I traded here. I didn't make any major mistakes. I was just trading mostly just going down. It was just going down. I was just watching the volume bars here. Who was in control, buyers or sellers? And every time if I was short and I saw buyers really stepping up to the plate and it was starting to come up, I'd get out. So really happy with that. Then I went to AMD. AMD should be just 1 or 2. Oh, it was a little more than 1 or 2. Only $18. I did not do well over here. This was horrible. And I can't remember now what I did wrong, but I know I was not trading this well. Look, 500 shares, 250. Now, yeah, you can say I made $18. I was in the hole and clawed my way out. Today was really hard trading with the horrible news. And news kept coming in on my news feed of Iran saying they were never going to negotiate again. It was over. And so it was really hard to trade stocks today. So just being green, I was really happy. Now, Intel, I think this is where I just took one quick trade in and out. I made $29. Yeah, right here. It was just a quick in and out. I had done a little poorly today, so I just kind of needed a trade. So I got in here for 51.77 and got out for 52.07. I probably should have done a bigger share size. When it pulled back, I should have kept trading because this was a nice little kind of stair-stepping pattern that it was doing. But I just wanted to quit at that point. I was exhausted from yesterday. And then I left, and then I came back at power hour. I was down quite a bit. I thought I was down quite a bit. I actually wasn't. I didn't look at my notes real closely. I hadn't tallied it up, and I thought that I was really down, and I wasn't. So coming back to Tesla actually put me up quite a bit today. So I did $215. You'll notice in here, I was trading. I thought I had gotten up to 1,000 shares. I thought I remember. It's kind of hard here. I could pull up my monitor tab and look at it, but there's no sense. I was trading a very high share size for me. Even 400 shares is a lot in Tesla. And I think these actually added up at some point where I might have even had 1,000 shares and then scaled out. These are showing you what I scaled. So all I did was mainly focus on this short right here. And this was some news that came through with, I think that was when Iran was saying they were done negotiating. And so everything was dumping. And it was an easy thing just to catch it and just write it down. And then the volume was so low. You guys can see in here, look at this, 80,000 shares. I mean, this candle here, 70,000. That's just unheard of for Tesla at this hour. So that just helped me. The low volume really helped me. And I was able to capture $215. So let me just see if that was the end of the trade, or maybe I did hit 1,000. I did a little bit more right here. just 50 shares. I had done quite a bit now, so I did not want to risk it. So I just did another 50 shares here. And then I think that was it. I was done. Yep, I was done. So $215 on that. Total for the day, $328.37 minus my $3.75 that was so exhausting yesterday for $324.62 in 2 days. I got to work on that. These were a hard 2 days, but I figure with the news that's out over the weekend and Monday and Tuesday, I was able to pull out $300. I'm just so thankful. So you guys let me know how you did. Let me know if you traded what large caps, small caps, what you did, runners in the morning, whatever it may be. I'd like to know. I want to know how it's going out there.